wanted to talk to you about how you get really good at stuff, right? Because like a lot of times people will see drawings or a musician and they'll say like, wow, I could never do that. Or they'll be like, wow, you really have a gift, you know? And when an artist hears that, they're kind of like, you know, I wasn't born with this. And they're kind of offended because they worked their tootsies off for it, right? But it's not really even work. The thing is, and I really believe this, you can be good at anything. Anything you want to do, you can get good at it. You just have to put the work into it, right? And what I see a lot is somebody tries something new, like an instrument, and they really stink at it. And they're like, oh man, I just stink at this. Like I'm just not good at ukulele, right? That's a lie. You're not going to start out good at it. Nobody starts out good at anything. No one was born good at this, right? When I started this in 8th grade, I was horrible, and it felt so awkward just to do this, play that G chord. It was so hard, but I just kept doing it, right? And you get better. It gets easier. It feels like, how could this ever feel easy and not awkward? But then at a certain point, you're like, how did this ever feel hard? Like, this is so easy. How was this ever difficult for me? And music is like that. Art is like that. Everything is like that. Math, any skill, right? It's hard when you start, but if you keep up with it and just keep doing it, you will get better, okay? Trust me. You just have to keep doing it. And what stops a lot of people, what stops them is they're afraid of failure, right? They don't want to draw. They don't want to put the work in. It feels awful because they mess up and they're like, oh, it's so bad. I'm so bad at art. And it's just, that's a horrible feeling, right? If you feel like that when you mess up, you're not going to want to do the work. So you need to relax. You need to not be afraid of failure. And when you make something, you got to be like, if it doesn't turn out great, that's fine. I learned something, it's practice. I'll make something else. And then you're going to start to enjoy the practice. You're going to start to relax into it, right? You have to enjoy the practice. And if you enjoy it, and if you're relaxed, you will do it all the time. All right, when I was in high school, I would get spiral notebooks and just draw every day. And a lot of those drawings were just awful, but I didn't care. I was just doing it. And at a certain point, I got better at it. And that happens with everything you do. Every single thing you do is practicing. If you're being kind to people, you're practicing kindness and you're gonna get really good at it. If you're not being nice to people, you're practicing not being nice and you're gonna be pretty good at that too, right? You can do anything, you can be anything you want, you just gotta do the practice. So, that's about all I gotta say. Don't give up. Enjoy the work. Don't think of it as work. Think of it as playing and getting better all the time, okay? And just put in the mileage, right? Get a notebook, fill up the notebook with drawings, get another notebook, fill that one up, and just keep going. You just put in the time and the work, and don't be frustrated if your first drawing or your first 10 drawings aren't how you want them to be. And here's something people don't really tell you. When you make a drawing and you look at it and you're like, this is not at all what I wanted. This is really a lot worse than what I was going for. That's a good thing. That means you have good taste. That means you have a vision of what good art should look like. And every artist goes through that, where your skill level is here, and what you want is here, and you're frustrated. But soon you're gonna close that gap, and your ability is gonna be as good as you want it to be. And then you know what happens? You set this one higher. You're like, now I want to do that, and you work at it, and it just doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. You keep getting better and reaching higher and higher. So go on that journey with anything you want. Drawing, painting, ukulele, piano, acting, YouTube, right? Anything, right? Just have fun with it. All right? Cool. Peace. Thanks for listening. By the way, this is Peter Draws. All right? He's awesome. Check out his YouTube channel. Talk about somebody who does a lot of work and has fun with it, and he's really, really good at it. I mean, yeah. So, peace. Thank you for hanging out. Take care. Oh, you know what? I was going to play a little more ukulele for you just to play it out. Let's do it. Alright, cool. Take care. No, actually, I gotta go this way. No, this way.